They said this is raids caught on camera.
They thought they'd be dealing with a dangerous criminal who wanted to harm police officers. Instead, they found a scared old woman and her teenage granddaughter.
Don't have to worry about the screen door. I'll get it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think it said, don't worry about the screen door, I'll get it. And the whole time they going to the wrong house.
Go. Go. We're here.
So do they pay for that when they went to the wrong house?
I got high. Front door's open. I'll get it. I got it, Jeff. I'm gonna go to the left side. Police department search warrant! Police department search warrant!
How you gonna say police department search warrant, and you don't let nobody come open the door? You didn't even let nobody open the door.
Need one! With you! One on front of the couch there. Up! Up, hon! Get up! On top of your head. Put your hands on top of your head. Got a female right here. I got it. We need one in the back! Need one! I'll take your box a little bit. Where? Come back! Got one here. Need one in here! Need one back here, guys! One coming out with one.
Police search every nook and cranny of the home, from the shower and medicine cabinet to the bedrooms and upstairs closets. They
What
never
the
find
fuck?
a lick of incriminating evidence. Soon, a team heads into the basement. Maybe their suspect is hiding down there.
What the fuck?
With you. We need one. With you. Hold it. Just hold it. Take it close, Dad. Just hold it, Josh. I got you. This is clear.
These niggas suck.
There's a cat. Ready? Here, I'll kick it. Go ahead. Look right, I got left. Door over there. Door. You got good? We need another one. I'm with you guys. Here, let's do this one first. Go ahead.
Ultimately, all SWAT found in the basement was a scared cat. Back upstairs, officers placed the homeowner in handcuffs. There's no way she was making those threats, right?
It's just the residual from the bang. There's no more being generated. It's cleared out a little bit since we started.
What the fuck?
She's not cuffed. I don't have any cuffs for her. Turn around for me. Just go ahead and stand up. This is for our safety. There's somebody out front. Somebody's going to explain to you what's going on here in a second.
Meet
What the
68-year-old
fuck?
Louise Milan. She was enjoying a
Bogus
relaxing
ass
day with her
niggas.
granddaughter when, all of a sudden, police kicked in her door and tossed in several flashbang grenades. She had never posted a threatening message in her life, and neither had her granddaughter. It turns out that a man named Derek Murray had been using her Wi-Fi to post those messages online. Police found and arrested him, and he ultimately pleaded guilty to a federal charge of transmitting threats in interstate commerce. It's unclear
What
if the
the
two knew
fuck?
each other. If we had to guess, Louise didn't know how to change her Wi-Fi password. Derek could easily connect from outside. As for Louise, she settled with the city of Evansville for $60,000, which was
Better
enough to
be.
cover a new glass door, plus a little extra for her troubles.
Like, what the fuck? Bum ass niggas.
According to 2024 statistics, your chances of being the victim of a violent crime in Los Angeles, California is 1 in 119. Property crime, like someone stealing your wallet or car, is even worse at 1 in 36. Things were worse during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Bro, that was the
One property
that was
crime,
the
like
most
someone
obvious
stealing your
thing
wallet or
ever.
car, is even worse at 1 in 36. Things were worse during the COVID-19
But the
pandemic.
old school.
Officers around the city had their hands full with people like 45-year-old Rudy Anderson. You won't believe how many different crimes this guy committed in one day. Thanks to the LAPD, we have a detailed map of his crime spree and footsteps that day. It was October 8th of 2021. Around 3:45 p.m., the LAPD learned about an assault with a deadly weapon in the area of 8th Street and Broadway. They didn't know it then, but this was only the start of Rudy's wild crime spree. From there, Rudy fled north toward the 600 block of South Spring Street.
Nigga
There,
sold
he
people,
tried to
lock his
steal
ass
someone's
up.
car at gunpoint.
Yeah,
but
lock
the
his
victim
ass up.
wisely locked their doors. Rudy panicked and fled back south toward the 700 block of South Broadway. He opened fire on a family of 3, wounding a 14-year-old boy. Thankfully, the teenager survived as Rudy fled the scene. From there,
This
Rudy
dork.
ran up the street
Why
and
they ain't
tried
lock
to steal
him up?
someone's bicycle. He ultimately left empty-handed and fled.
And then
into a
you trying to
nearby
steal a
apartment
nigga
building.
bike?
By then,
Just
police had
run.
received dozens of 911 calls about Rudy's crime spree. Paramedics were treating the teenager, and street cops were getting statements from the robbery victims. Meanwhile, CCTV cameras inside the apartment complex captured Rudy entering with the LAPD hot on his tail. He's still
This
holding the
dumbass
handgun,
nigga.
so our officers don't want to risk getting too close. He heads deeper into the building and up several floors, at which point he takes a woman hostage and forces her
What
back
the
into her
fuck?
apartment. Dramatic cell phone footage from across the street recorded the last moments of Rudy's crime spree and his life.
Got a gun to someone's head.
What?
Look, look.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck.
No way, right? No fucking way, right? What the fuck is going on here, chat? Somebody came in that bitch. They blinking. Why you taking the girl? Why are you taking the girl?
It's at this point that Rudy grabs his pistol and the SWAT team opens fire. Per YouTube policy, we will not be showing this portion of the video. Thankfully, we can show footage from multiple SWAT body cams taken during the rescue.
Damn, everybody falling?
While several officers surrounded Rudy, a different officer secured the hostage.
This bitch getting blinked at.
In the end, the hostage
Talk
walked
about my
away
cat.
without any significant injuries, thanks to the LA SWAT
Bitch, you
team.
almost
It's
died. You
unclear
talking
if
about
she
my
ever
cat.
grabbed her cat, but we assume he was okay. As for the 14-year-old boy, he was treated at a nearby hospital and was expected to survive. As for Rudy, he was declared deceased on the scene.
Rudy is a wild man.
Ruby
Yes, he
Johnson
could get
is a
locked
rich
up.
woman. At least she became one in 2024 when Denver, Colorado awarded her $3.76 million
What the
after
hell?
a SWAT team wrongfully raided her home. It was January 4th.
You can get 370 million for getting a wrongful raid? What the fuck?
Officers were gathered outside her home in Montbello, a small neighborhood in northeastern Denver. They hopped on the loudspeaker and ordered the inhabitants to come outside. That's when Ruby appeared in her bathrobe.
You mess with the wrong old lady today.
Do you have anything on you you're not supposed to? Do you have any guns or knives? No. Oh, no. nobody else is in the house, ma'am?
No, nobody else is in the house.
Okay, so they got a search warrant for your house. Okay, there was some evidence that they believe is in the house. So I'm gonna walk you over there and we're gonna talk to some detectives. Okay, once we can make some more announcements, just give me a minute and double check that nobody else snuck in the house on you. Okay?
Okay,
What's
they
your name,
can't
ma'am?
sneak in the house because my door is locked.
Oh, good for you.
Because I'm in here by myself.
Oh, you are okay.
My name is Ruby Johnson.
Okay, Miss Johnson, just give us a
Oh
second.
man, she gonna tell the whole world. Well, she didn't know the whole world was gonna see this, but Grandma, don't tell people you in here by yourself.
It's okay.
Okay.
As the story goes, somebody who isn't named Ruby Johnson stole a Denver man's pickup truck. There were several weapons inside the car, along with $4,000 cash and the man's cell phone. He used Find My iPhone to track the device to a location near Ruby's house. Apparently, that was enough to secure a search warrant and force Ruby out of her home for 4 hours.
Like what, bro? These niggas is wild. It's Denver.
Once inside, police used a dog to sniff for any incriminating evidence. But there's nothing. Maybe they'll have better luck in the shed.
Fuck asking her for the lock key. Fuck asking her for the lock key.
It's clear.
What the fuck?
Damn.
What the fuck?
Did you have any grandkids over recently?
Did I have any?
Yeah,
grandkids?
like maybe yesterday.
Oh, no.
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 Okay.
What the fuck?
See how there's dust all over those planks? I took my hand and wiped one. There's no way somebody walked it.
Did you catch what the officer said there? There's so
What?
much dust that it would be impossible for someone to walk through or hide up there without leaving a trace. Ruby's house was empty, and there was
Jeez,
nothing
Lord.
illegal going on. You can tell by the look on the SWAT team's face that they know they made a huge mistake. The ACLU helped Ruby sue the city for violating her privacy. During the raid, officers allegedly trashed her home and broke several invaluable possessions. The city agreed with Ruby, granting her $3.76 million
Damn.
in damages. Between 2017 and 2024, Denver spent $39.5 million on legal claims like Ruby's. Almost 90% are related to Denver PD and the local sheriff's department. As for the stolen truck, it's unclear if police ever recovered it.
3 million.
February 6th,
For a
of
false
2023
raid.
was a
Damn.
tragic day in Canton, Ohio. It began around 5 a.m. when Canton PD received a frantic call about a gunshot victim. A 52-year-old man was suffering from a severe neck injury. Sadly, he was unresponsive when they arrived, and he passed at the hospital hours later. That same day, police identified their suspect as 22-year-old Jamari Harper of Cleveland. They quickly
Damn.
obtained a search warrant for Jamari's home and sent SWAT in to grab him. Traffic cameras captured the SWAT raid in real time. As the trucks roll up, keep your eye on the opening between the houses on the right side of your screen. As someone approaches the door, you can see Jamari appear and run for his life. He trips and falls multiple times.
What the
as police
fuck?
believe he hurt himself after jumping from a second-story window to escape. He gets a decent head start on police.
What
There's
the
no
hell?
outrunning Scooby, the German Shepherd. Jamari was arrested and charged with homicide, felonious assault, and aggravated robbery.
This
He was
dumbass.
also wanted in Cuyahoga County for several unrelated crimes. For these Seattle social workers, July 18th of 2023 was the most harrowing afternoon of their lives.
So if anything changes, I'm staring directly at you, okay? Okay, and we're just waiting for them, and then we'll get things rolling. But right now, just keep listening to them, talking to them, and just trying to obviously do what you do and de-escalate, and we'll work through it, okay? Okay, you're doing a great job, okay? All right.
The call came in around 2:45 p.m. A 49-year-old man had barged into the downtown emergency services center on 15th Avenue. The center, which opened in December of 2015, provides 97 units of permanent supportive housing for formerly homeless adults who are living with mental illnesses, substance use disorders, and other disabling conditions, according to its website. Unfortunately, one of those downtrodden adults brandished a knife and took two DESC employees hostage. He threatened to hurt them if they didn't perform certain adult favors. Thankfully, SWAT intervened before the situation got out of control.
What the fuck is he naked? This nigga is naked.
The suspect was out of
Talking about
his
we not
mind,
gonna
saying
shoot you.
things we're deciding
Shit,
not
let
to
him would've
shoot.
been my
Let's
color.
just say he wanted the police to end his suffering once and for all. Police got him under control and escorted him to the nearest station. Meanwhile, hostage officers spoke with the women and commended their calmness under pressure. In the end, the suspect was charged with 2 counts of felony harassment and 2 counts of unlawful imprisonment. According to court documents, he was well known to Seattle PD. This was his 23rd run-in with the law. He also had outstanding warrants for failing to appear in court. One document said this latest incident seemed to be somewhat mental health related. Gee, you think?
Never man.
Deltona, Florida, not to be confused with Daytona, is a small city in Volusia County, about 30 minutes outside of Orlando. It's home to roughly
Never heard of
93,000 people
Deltona.
and a local cigarette thief who thinks President Biden owes him a favor. On December 20th of 2023, the Volusia County Sheriff's Department responded to an early morning house fire. It began when 56-year-old Dempsey Hadley intentionally
This
set his
fucking
home
dork.
ablaze after running from police all morning. He refused to come quietly, so the sheriff called in SWAT to get him out of there. Apparently, this all began after Dempsey stole several
fuck
packs
is
of
he
cigarettes
doing?
from the local Wawa. When police arrived, Dempsey pulled a gun and fired at a sheriff's deputy, grazing his face. Thankfully,
Damn.
his injuries were non-life-threatening. Dempsey then led police on a slow-speed chase toward his home. Another gunfight ensued near his truck, at which point Dempsey ran inside and started the fire. Up on the balcony, SWAT officers heard him yell, "Let's do it," suggesting he wasn't about to go down without a fight. That's when they decided to use the truck like a battering ram and tear the balcony down from underneath him.
Oh, wow. So they just finna cave the deck in. Yep, that's tough. Tell that dog, shut up. Wow. That nigga fell. That nigga fell right on top of that motherfucker. The fuck? Bro, what the fuck is going
Police
on
walk
in the
Dempsey
world?
to the sidewalk, where they sit him down for medical attention. It's here that he calls upon the president for help.
Pardon my dope house. I know. I don't think he's going to pardon you after this. He shot one of my deputies.
Sorry, Dempsey. Thieves who shoot police officers typically aren't in line for presidential pardons. In the end, Dempsey was charged with 3 counts of attempted homicide, fleeing, and petty retail theft. He appeared in court for the first time in January of 2024, and we believe his case is still ongoing.
That dumbass. Fuck, what's he
December 8th
thinking?
of 2022. Police in Akron, Ohio have just received word about a trio
Ohio,
of
stay
suspicious
fucking up,
men
I see.
walking up and down Ardella Avenue. According to the 911 caller, the men were wearing ski masks and carrying weapons. When the police arrived, the trio ducked into a nearby home and assaulted a man inside. They soon emerged with a woman held hostage, leading to this tense standoff.
Just let her go, man. This ain't worth it, man. This ain't worth it, bro. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. This shit is not worth it.
No, over here. Over here. To the left. To the right.
Come on, bro. Come on. Relax. Come on.
Talking about hostage. Get your partner.
Come on. Hey.
What the fuck?
Get on ground.
What the fuck?
Put your hand behind your back.
Where'd you didn't run? He didn't run that whole time?
Get on ground.
Why didn't he?
I got one on the ground here.
Nigga, you're dumb as hell.
One suspect down, 2 to go. Unfortunately, the cops lost sight of them as they ran up a different street. The intensity ramps up when another call comes in, saying one of the suspects has an AK-47. Police have to be careful. They can't go in guns blazing and risk someone getting hurt in the crossfire.
We
They
seen
keep
that
looking,
already.
eventually leaning on a canine unit to try and sniff the suspects out. Let's see if the dog comes back with anything useful.
This way. Here. Drop. Here. Right on. Check. Nice. Okay, here. Fuss. Just fuss. Fuss. Come here.
Let's
Here.
That didn't seem like the dog got
can't find a
anything.
scent. It may feel like a lost cause, but our officers have a feeling these guys are still in the area. There's no way they escaped the neighborhood with such a heavy police presence. That's when one of them spots a red SUV driving toward the squad cars. The front passenger seems to be sending the police a concerned hand signal.
Hold that.
What the fuck?
Don't move now! Hands up! Hands up! Get out. Driver, get out. Driver, get out. Go, get out. Right here. You got someone in the back. Watch the back. Watch the back. Don't move. Don't move. One in the back. One in the back. One in the back. Here. Don't you move your hand. Don't move your hand.
No, this is crazy. How the fuck they get in these niggas' car?
Give me your other hand right now, mother. Yeah, dude.
He talking about, yeah, I do.
God. He jacked her. Yeah. Where did they go? He jacked her. When? Just right now. I pulled that gun out. He jacked her. She pulled in. They jacked her. I saw her pull in. They jacked her.
Anybody else out? These are the two. That's it. Yeah.
According to reports, the two remaining suspects fled the initial home and forced their way into another. Inside, they met an older married couple. They forced them into the red car and ordered them to drive away. That's when the elderly man discreetly waved his hand outside the window, telling police that something was wrong. The suspects were identified as 34-year-old Brian McCoskey, 33-year-old Ricky Rudd, and 19-year-old Alvin Brown. All three were charged with kidnapping and felonious assault before being booked into Summit County Jail. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the...